This is for a young bike. It's a 250 and 4-stroke. Just did a bit of cleaning up. Plenty to clean. Anyway, now I'm changing all the bolts and polishing the frame up a bit. It's had a bit of work done. It's a 5-valve, 2010. It's way too quick for him. Anyway, I didn't want to buy a bike, and in a year and a half or year's time, I'm changing this bike. I looked at most young kids' bikes, and they're trashed. They're flogged. I'm not interested in selling to idiots or dealing with another idiot. I'm done. Oh, I find enough on YouTube. Anyway, so there's my markings. 1, 2, that's flat out. And that's the line. And I looked at doing a restrictor on the other end of the cable and this and that, but they were pulling the cable until they reefed the guts out of the cable and pull the ends off it. I'm going to be going through cable, so this is going to be hard to do with 2 hands. So I worked it out. If I put a stopper right there, and then my 2 lines, that's full throttle up here, and that was throttle, so it just comes up to there. You don't need much throttle on these things to get going. I'm surprised how quick a 250 is now. Like when I rode them, they were only like 19 horsepower. Now, this thing's almost making 40 horsepower. It's scary. Anyway, so for a young kid, forget it. So down here, right there, that will stop on this bolt. So it's pretty basic to undo. So it just goes on, sits on there like that. I'll get the other bit, will just drop on the ground. I'm probably going to drop the other one in 2 seconds. Do it with 1 hand. So it's on there now. I'm trying to do this, sorry. Bro, this is becoming a joke. Okay. And that's it. The other line's up there. It's nowhere near that mark. Not much throttle, but I want him to get used to it before he goes doing anything stupid. His mother has only just let him buy this bike, so had to talking to. He starts up, the bike's up for sale. So that will stop on the plastic and on that stopper and on that. Don't have them too long. You don't want it rubbing on the cable. Well, this whole exercise is to put the load onto the bolt and onto the plastic bit and not wear the cable out. So make sure it's not too proud. Just make sure it's enough. I didn't put a washer behind it. It's just in there. And that's all it is. There. That bolt there. It's nothing too flash. I brought a what is it, a shift light, and I was going to modify it, and instead of putting the light on, it was going to cut the spark, but it's too complicated. It hasn't got a battery. It's not going to work out. Look, if it had a battery and it was fuel injected, I could run that to cut fuel injection by a relay. It'd be so much easier, but this is the best I can come up with and not going to wear anything out. And I can easily just take it apart, 2 screws, just there, 1, 2, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Any questions, ask me. But this will save you buying bike after bike.